Hi, welcome to another video. Jenkins CI/CD pipeline, deploying Node.js application on server using slave node. This video is a third part of our DevOps project in which we will deploy a Node.js application to our server using Jenkins slave node. In the last video, we have installed our Jenkins server and configured the multi-branch pipeline as well, which were failing. So it is still failing. But before proceeding next, I would like to mention one plugin here that I forget to mention in my last video. So if I come up over here, you have to install this plugin also. Its name is Pipeline. So you have to install this plugin. So Pipeline plugin should be in place. So let's continue on to it. What we are going to achieve in this video. So after pipeline has been done, let's configure the Jenkins file. Let's create the bash script and then Nginx and fully deployment of our pipeline. So here we don't have to do anything in Jenkins. Rather, I have a repo here. You can find the link for this repo in the description. So here currently only one branch, which is main branch, has been created. What I'm going to do, I'm going to create another branch here. Let's name the branch develop. So source branch is main. I'm creating a new branch. Develop branch has been created. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to clone it onto my local machine here, and from here I'm pushing a changes. So those changes will trigger the Jenkins pipeline and it will be deploying onto machine. So let's get into it. I have copied. Let's come up over here. Let me clone it. So it's clone. Let's go inside it. So we have to go to the develop branch. So to make the pipeline, make it work. So let's check out to that. So here my full code of the repo comes up over here. As I have said, we have to configure our pipeline. Currently, if I come up over here, it has now detected the second branch as well, but both are failing. So this one is failing and this one is failing also. Why it is that? If I come up over here, here I have the Jenkins file. It should have the proper groovy code, but right now it has just this is a test. So what I did, I just created a script folder before this video in a repo. It is here also, a script folder I have created. A script folder in Jenkins files and relevant thing, I am putting it here. So Jenkins file is here, and so I have cloned this repo. So I have Jenkins file here as well. So it has the proper groovy code. Let me put it into a right place. By the way, your Jenkins file should be on the root of your repository, root directory of your repository. So I have put it here. This is a very simple groovy code in which uh, I'm defining a pipeline. So pipeline has been defined from here to here. This is all a part of pipeline. And then I have defined an agent. An agent has been selected through a label. Where I have defined the label, if you can remember in my last video, we have configured a node. So if I go to manage Jenkins, node, here a node name is my machine, but I have used a node label as local machine. So as you have remember from the last video, I have told this label is important. Why this label is important? Because by using the label, our groovy code is selecting the node. So currently I have two nodes over here. If I come up over here, one is a built-in node, one I have defined the node. So if I come up over here, local machine will select the node, the slave node, and then I have defined the stages. So there is only one stage, deploying on develop, QA and UAT. So this pipeline will be deploying our source code directly onto the machine. Which machine? Local machine. So here the script, I have defined the script and I have put the condition, 3 or 4 condition over here. So first condition says env.branch name if the source branch name from which the code has been pushed. So if I'm here, I am on this branch. If I can here, if I show get branch, I am on develop. So if I do some changes and I push it to the repo, so it will the change will be pushed into a develop branch. So once a code has been pushed to develop, then what it should do, it should go to this slave machine, slave node, and go inside this directory, whatever the directory is. So this directory should be there. So let's create this directory, and after this, once it goes inside the directory, there should be a script which I have also created earlier and put it into the same repository over here. The script should be there. So it will execute this script, and script will do the rest and deploy our Node.js application onto the server. Similarly, if the source branch is on which the code has been pushed is QA, then the code will be pushed here onto QA branch, and then it will select a directory accordingly and run this inside the directory, run the script. And similarly for the UAT, but if the branch main, like we have only 2 branches, if I come up over here, if I go to the branches, I have only 2, main and develop. If I come back to my code here, if I'm pushing to a develop, then this script will run. But if I'm pushing to main, then the source branch name will be main. It will be showing script execute for branch main. So it will not do anything for main branch. So similarly, if you want to add something, then you can edit this code accordingly. So first thing first, I need to check, do I have this deployment.develop over there? It is not there. So let me create it. CD. So here we don't have anything. If I look into my code, it will be searching for this script, deployment.script.sh. Here I have this script here. So I have to copy to that relevant folder. So if I come up over here, I show the terminal. Let me copy cp script deployment.sh, where I have to copy. Let me pull up here pwd. Let's check if this file has been copied here. Yes. So why I am doing this? Let me brief you. Let's suppose on in this folder or on this path, I have a source code and I'm developing all my Node.js application, and I want to push it to a repository. So once it's been pushed to a repo, what will happen? Our Jenkins CI CD pipeline will trigger and go to this destination machine, which is a slave node, which is again my system. It could be any other system. It could be EC2, it could be a virtual machine, but it is my system as of now. I'm just creating this lab over here. So, and it should be here on this path. So if I get the path, then it should be here on this path, home for row application dash Nodejs deployment dash develop, this path, because I have defined this path here into a Jenkins file. So this has been there, and I have copied the deployment.sh to a destination. So now let's look into it, what exactly it will be doing, because it is the same file I have copied over there. So what it will do, once a code is been pushed, Jenkins will trigger this script, and this script, what it will do, it will be doing this path to root dir. This is the path, and then whatever the variable I have set over here, and then step by step, if you look into it, and it's a self-explanatory. But here I'm setting a path, work directory, and other thing as well. And now here I am checking out to main branch, and then go to develop branch, and then pulling a develop branch here. And then after that, I go to my working directory over here and do the npm install as well. Here, npm install as well. And then after that, creating a PM2 job and started my code. So it all will be done automatically. So what I did, I just put the code here, everything is fine. What I need to do, I just need to push it. So if I come up over here, it is still failing. Now what I have to do, I have to come up over here, Jenkinsfile has been in place. So let me save it. Now it's time to push the code. So updated Jenkinsfile. Let it push, and after some time my pipeline will be start triggering. Let's wait something. I will continue once it's been updated. So now it's scanning. Let's see what will be the result. Okay, if I come up over here, see 2 is pending finish waiting. If I come up over here, go to console, now see what will be happening. So it's eventually execute the script that I have defined over there. So it is doing step by step each and everything that I have defined. So now it is saying PM2 process that I have created, it is up and running. So if I look into my code, here is my code. By the way, it's just placing a hello world application, hello world, and it is listening on 50014 port. So as per this, it is now up and live. Now it's time to browse it, either it has been done or not. Let me copy it. So now let's try to change our code and see if this is reflecting. What I'm going to do, I'm just hello world. Instead of this, I'm just putting Jenkins deployed pipeline. Deployed by Jenkins pipeline. Let's put it like this. Jenkins pipeline. So I did this. Let me push this code. Instead of change, just put modified. Modified the source code. Then git push. Let's push. So let's see my pipeline will trigger or not. If I come up over here, so deployed by Jenkins CI/CD pipeline. Let it finish. It seems it has been finished. Now it's changed accordingly. So deployed by Jenkins CI/CD pipeline, but we have to browse it like we have to put 5001 at the end. So let's try to configure our Jenkins server. So we will be browsing directly on port 80. So how can we do that? If I have to go to here. I have to go to root user mode, root privilege, and then go to Jenkins. Oh, sorry, I'm saying Jenkins. Go to Nginx. I have to go to site and availables, and here we don't have anything. So I have to copy where I have copied my code. So let's quickly copy it. The file name is Nodejs 101.com here. So I have put the code Node.js code as well into a repository here. If you come up over here, Node.js deployment script and Jenkinsfile. Jenkinsfile we have seen earlier. Deployment.sh we have also seen. Now our pipeline is deploying perfectly. It's time to look into what it has. Node.js 101. What is inside? If I come up over here, if I look into it, or better view, I can define here. So it is just saying listen on port 80, and it's a default one. And then I have defined a location where it has to forward any request which is coming onto port 80. If I have put the default server over here, then the request come to main IP address and it has to be forwarded to 5001. These are the default setting. You may leave it as is, and I have put the access log and error log path as well. So I have copied the file over there. Let me configure it quickly. If I come up over here, first of all, I have to configure default config, and in default I have to do this because there should be only one default setting. Node.js, this seems correct. Now what I have to do, I have to create a symbolic link, also soft link. So I have to create from site available to site enable. So that's it. Now let's go inside the site enable. Sites enable. I come up here inside. Let's test my code, which is Nginx -t. Everything is fine. And now I have to service Nginx restart. So my service has been restarted. Now I don't have to mention this port anymore. So if I copy, this is directly I'm browsing through Node.js, and this is how I will be browsing directly with port 80. Now for the third time, let's configure the source code and let's see it is been deployed or not. Then it will test our Node.js application deployment through Jenkins end-to-end is successful. Deployed by Jenkins pipeline. Let's put test 2. Save. I need to push this code. So I go to here and Jenkins deployment test 2. And then let's see after some time my pipeline will be triggered or not. So I have to come up over here. I'm here on the develop. Let's see our fourth job will be triggered over here or not. It might take some time. So the fourth one is in pending state and soon it will be started. Now it's been started. If I click on it, it will directly take me over here, and if I want to see the console output, I come up over here directly. Let's see what will happen. So this has been deployed. Let's see if the changes are reflected. Yes. Deployed by Jenkins pipeline test 2. So this is how we are configuring, or I have configured a Jenkins pipeline in a very simple way just to deploy my application directly onto a target machine. So there could be many more things and testing, test, build, and then deploy. But this is how simply and in a very fast manner you can put it online. So this is all about. In this video, we have covered all three parts. So in initial part, we have started building up our Jenkins server on a Docker, that how we can make it. And in the second video, I have configured our Jenkins server that we have created via Docker, putting the security, put the plugin in, and all necessary thing. And finally, in the third video, we have configured our deployment pipeline through Jenkins. So whatever the code I'm pushing directly, changes directly over there, it's been automatically deployed to a target machine. So thanks for watching this video and stay tuned for the next upcoming projects that I have done. That would be quite interesting one. Thank you.